A lot of questions about what do I do next. So that's the question. That's what we answered here with the book. What do I do now? So basically, it's a very simple hand guide, as you will, to kind of just the basics of the system. What are the steps? How you negotiate step by step, what to do throughout the process. So that's what we provided. And without going through a whole lot of it, and it's there for you, it's a pretty simple, easy read. It basically takes an example of somebody through the system, and you know what happens when you get injured, what happens when you go see the doctor, when you get an injury, what you first do. So you would talk to a physician, your doctor. You would either get assigned to a doctor, either through the employer, or if you knew of someone yourself, or was referred to a physician who was working in the workers' compensation system. Once you're established with them, then they can start to work on your treatment plans. And basically how you go through, everybody's probably aware of this, is in order to get the treatment, you need a treatment plan. It has to be actually signed off and sent in to the adjusters, to the insurance carriers, since they are the ones who are approving everything and paying the bills. So once they do that, then the treatments can be initiated, and they can range from the conservative side of the spectrum, which is your physical therapy, your acupuncture, your chiropractic treatments, etc., all the way up to more interventional things, including injections as well as surgery if it's even needed, okay? And then as you progress through, you basically are having milestones and check marks as you're making your progress. And that's also documented in there. And there's questions about whether or not the legal system is needed, do you need lawyers? And there are some educational things about whether or not and when that may come to pass. Other aspects of vocational rehab and how that's used, as well as other aspects of returning to work using something called a functional capacity evaluation. That's kind of described in there as well. Once you get to the end of the case, or towards the end, what are the things that then come up? One of the things that's also mentioned in there is something called an independent medical examination. And that's usually used to help determine, to make sure that you're on the right track, to make sure that the treatment plans and the treatments are appropriate. Usually it's a third-party person that is brought in to kind of give a fresh set of eyes over the whole system, or excuse me, the whole case, and see how things are moving. Once you get towards the end, it talks about a few ways of how to kind of close a case or end a case, as well as what your options are.
It says, with this manual, you will be able to navigate the complicated waters of the workers' compensation claims process in the state of Hawaii. Learn the basic rules of the workers' compensation system. Understand your doctor's role in returning you to functional work. You will discover the answers to questions like, how do I find a doctor who takes care of work comp? What does the nurse case manager do? Do I need a lawyer? Hopefully not, but oftentimes you do, unfortunately. How will I get paid? What if I can't go back to my old job? And more. If you work in Hawaii, you need to get this book, and I agree, and they have. And thank you very much for coming and sharing this with us.
You're welcome.